Sarah had been looking forward to this evening all week. John, her husband, had promised a quiet night in, a rare treat after their hectic schedules. She'd lit candles, put on some soft music, and even wore the perfume he loved. She closed her eyes, ready for his embrace, a moment of connection. But when she opened them, John wasn't there. Instead, she heard voices from the living room. Confused, Sarah walked towards the sound. The voices grew clearer, and a knot formed in her stomach. It was John and another man, Michael, a colleague she'd met a few times. They were laughing, sharing a drink. It wasn't just a friendly chat. There was an intimacy, a closeness that made Sarah's heart sink. John turned and saw Sarah. His face paled. Michael looked awkward, mumbled an excuse, and quickly left. The silence that followed was thick with unspoken words. Sarah felt a wave of nausea. The romantic atmosphere instantly shattered. "What was that?" she managed to ask, her voice trembling. John avoided her gaze. "He just came by to discuss a project," he said. But the lie was obvious. "Don't insult me, John," Sarah said, her voice rising. "I saw you. I heard you. What's going on?" He finally looked at her, his eyes filled with a mixture of guilt and defiance. "It just happened," he said weakly. "It doesn't mean anything." Sarah couldn't believe what she was hearing. "It doesn't mean anything. You invite another man into our home, share intimate moments with him, and tell me it doesn't mean anything?" The argument escalated. Accusations flew. Tears streamed down Sarah's face. John tried to explain, to minimize the situation, but the damage was done. Sarah felt betrayed, her trust shattered. The romantic evening she had envisioned had turned into a nightmare. In the days that followed, the tension in the house was unbearable. They barely spoke, and when they did, it was filled with anger and resentment. Sarah couldn't shake the image of John and Michael together. The infidelity had cast a dark shadow over their marriage. She started questioning everything. Had there been other instances? Was their entire relationship a lie? The foundation of their life together had crumbled. John, on the other hand, seemed remorseful, but also defensive. He insisted it was a mistake, a moment of weakness. He begged for forgiveness, promised it would never happen again. But Sarah couldn't bring herself to trust him completely. The seed of doubt had been planted, and it was growing rapidly. They decided to go to couples therapy, hoping to salvage what was left of their marriage. But the road to recovery was long and arduous. The therapist helped them communicate, to understand each other's perspectives, but the scars of infidelity ran deep. Even after months of therapy, Sarah still struggled with feelings of anger and betrayal. She wondered if she could ever truly forgive John, if their relationship could ever be the same. The incident had exposed a vulnerability in their marriage, a crack that might never fully heal. This video explored the initial shock and immediate aftermath of the infidelity. However, several questions remain unanswered. What were the underlying issues in John and Sarah's marriage that led to this situation? Was Michael aware of John's marital status? And what were his motivations? Furthermore, The long-term impact on Sarah's emotional well-being and the couple's ability to rebuild trust warrants further investigation, topics we couldn't fully explore here. If you found this story thought-provoking, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more true stories and relationship insights.